and welcome to Spiritual Talks with Gerald. I am your host, GeraldFears, and welcome to another talk. This is going to be one of the first episodes that we do a actual recording on as a visual for YouTube, so excited about that. And today, we're going to talk about freedom. We're going to talk about freedom and what exactly is freedom, and are you really free? And when I'm talking about freedom, what is freedom? What is freedom? And I don't mean like freedom to choose what, color your shirt is, or freedom to choose whether you're going to walk on the left or right side of the sidewalk. I don't mean freedom to choose whether you're going to eat your broccoli or just stick to what you normally eat. I mean, do you have the freedom to make up your own mind and your decisions and your choices throughout the day? Are you living in a reality outside of the one that you keep co-creating? So let's dive into it. Freedom. I was just thinking about this today, and how many times throughout the day, let's say today you're listening to this, wherever this might find you, I want you to challenge yourself and ask yourself a question. Today, I'm going to make a conscious effort to do something that I haven't done the day before, 2 weeks before, a year before, and see if you're able to be free in your choices that you're making throughout the day. And if you can, if you notice yourself doing the same things you've always done, are you really free? Or are you just practicing or rehearsing the same things that you've already done? Are you living out a preconceived simulation that you've derived? Let's just say life is really great for you. You've created that, right? You had the freedom to create that. And if that's the case, if you do have freedom to create your life, are you constantly recreating the same life that you always created? Are you creating from a whole new quantum field, something you've never done before? When was the last time you've done something you've never done before? That's true freedom. Freedom is choosing something that you've never done before and doing it for the first time. Freedom is not regurgitating what you did yesterday, last week, last month, last year. That's not true freedom. You're actually a slave to your mind. You're actually a slave to the mindset that you've created, whether it's good or bad. There's not any room for anything new because you haven't let anything in. That's not true freedom. So let's talk about it. What is freedom? Am I really free? Or am I coming up with this idea in my mind that I'm free, yet I keep doing the same things? How do I break free from this? How do I break free from the constantness of my constantness? Like, I'm just repetitive. The mind is a set of memories and experiences, right? And we're using those experiences to live out our lives. And if we don't, here's a cool fact, right? Imagine this. If life is experiences, and my experiences create knowledge, and my knowledge, I'll store that in my memory and I'll use that my day-to-day life. If that's the case, can I change my experiences to then change my life? Can I change my experiences? Because that's where my knowledge comes from, my experiences. And then I remember those experiences in my memory, and then I recall those. So what if I wanted a different life? Are you telling me, Gerald, that all I need to do is create new experiences to repeat that I really want to happen in my life? That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that once you decide, you can recreate your life in that instant. And you can say, you know what? I'm going to do something I've never done. I'm going to create from a space that I haven't even touched yet. I'm going to see what's possible. I'm going to step out into the unknown, the unfamiliar. And I'm going to create something out of the unfamiliar. The future, we might call that, right? I'm going to create right now in the present moment something that may be bigger than I've even thought of. Because you're operating out of something that hasn't even been touched by your previous past. So if we could get out of the way of the past memories and realize that our personal reality is created by our personality. I'll say that again. This is a great note-taking time. Our personal reality is created by our personality. And our personality is created by the experiences we have. And those experiences we have are stored up as memory. And there we have it. The circle of my experiences, your experiences. How does one become free? That's how you do it. By allowing yourself to recreate brand new experiences in your life. So you can show up in life in a brand new way. In a brand new way, a way that you've never shown up before. And I guarantee you, there's no way for you to show up in life in a brand new way and accept the things that you've put into the universe, the atmosphere, the things you've asked God for, the things you prayed for, the things you've been fasting for. There's no way to access that with the old you. You can't open the new doors to your life with the old set of keys. The old set, you're trying to walk through the brand newness of your brand new life, and you got nothing but old keys. You can't open the door. You want to. You've been knocking. You've even tried to feel your old keys, but it doesn't work. So let's practice true freedom by being aware of the experiences that I'm having, that I'm allowing myself to create. What am I listening to? What am I reading? What am I allowing myself to be around? Is it pouring into me? Because my experiences are constantly creating my personality. And if my experiences are constantly creating my personality, and my personality is creating my personal reality, then I want to control those experiences. I want to make sure that they're tailored towards the experiences that I actually want. I want to be an active participant in my creation. I want to be a co-creator of my own life. You don't want life to happen. You want to co-create life. You want to be a part of that process. You don't want to be standing on the sidelines, right? You want to be right there, right? In it. And the only way you can do that is to take charge of your experiences, right? So I get so excited about this. You guys probably hear this in my voice. But I really do. I feel like people are so trapped in their minds. And they're so trapped by these past experiences and not realizing all I got to do is go somewhere and do something I've never done. And I've unlocked a new side of myself that wasn't there before. But if you're trapped in the familiarity of the past and you think that that's reality, you think your past is your current reality. How do you know if you think your past is your current reality? How do you know? Here's a good test. Again, here's a good test. If you've been living in the past too much, when was the last time I did something I've never done? How long it takes you to answer that, and what your answer is tells you how much you've been operating in the past. It tells you I have not opened, or I have opened myself up to new experiences, and I've allowed my mind to actually be free. Because that is true freedom. True freedom is operating from something that's unknown. If you did the same thing that you're doing yesterday, you're not free. That's called slavery. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, is that freedom? Technically, yes. It's your freedom. It's your version of freedom. It's your reality. Is that reality? No. There's so many more wonderful experiences waiting for you to just say yes. Yes to freeing your mind. Yes to awakening. Yes to constantly allowing growth and exploration to happen in your life. And remaining curious. Tom Brady, he's a great football legend. They asked him one day, they were doing an interview. They said, "Hey Tom, how did you last so long in the NFL?" And they said, he said, well, there's a few things, but one of the biggest things is, while all the guys were in the gym getting big and strong and buff, he says, I wanted to work on being pliable. And I was like, what's pliable? What does that mean? So I went to the dictionary. I've been teaching tennis, for about 11 years now as a professional, and I'm very flexible. Between yoga and tennis, I really understand what pliability means. And pliability means the ability to stretch. The ability to stretch. And Tom Brady said, what doesn't bend breaks. He says, you ever seen a palm tree? He says you can bend a palm tree in the storms. The reason why palm trees can get through the storms is just like Tom Brady was talking about pliability. Palm trees can bend all the way down and come right back up. Is your mind free to bend and flex and try new things? Are you mentally pliable? Does your mind have the ability to be free, to stretch, to grow, to have experiences? Am I pliable? Right? Or am I stiff? What does not bend will break. And you don't want to break. You want to be like that palm tree. You want to be flexible. You want to be pliable. You want to be able to be free in your thinking. Am I free? What is freedom? Am I free in my thinking? Or am I trapped by the memories of my past? Am I free to access my future, or am I trapped by the memories of the past? That's a great question to ask. Am I free from, is one free from the past so I can access the future? Or does my past have me trapped, or the memories of the past have me trapped to where I'm constantly repeating those things that I've already done, so I don't even have access to my future? How can I have access to my future when I keep repeating my past? I have to know that it's happening first. This is the awakening. Spiritual Talks with Gerald. We're awakening. We're waking it up. If I don't know that I'm rehearsing the past, how can I access my future? How can I go down a different path if I keep taking the same old road? This is good stuff. I hope this is adding value, and you're realizing if you're free or not. I hope this is awakening something in you and asking yourself, am I constantly repeating what I've already done? Or am I pliable and reaching for the future? Right? This has been another amazing talk with Gerald. Continue to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Audible, and YouTube as well, because this will be on YouTube, because we're recording on YouTube right now. So this will be live. I'm going to post this. And I'm so excited to go to the next level with this. And I just turned off the recording for YouTube. And we're finishing off here. So yeah, again, follow us, Spiritual Talks with Gerald, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, Audible, and Amazon. And until next time, free your mind. I'll see you guys next time with Spiritual Talks with Gerald. All right. Alright, so this is what it sounds like when I'm just recording without the microphone. Let's see what that sounds like.